Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Arsenal Fan TV America, coming back to you here from the Pacific Northwest, USA. Champions League football, again, this is our second episode in a couple of days because, as you all know, the new system, before it was group stage games, this is now phase games, so it's different, but it's not over a couple of days. It used to be over Tuesday, Wednesday. Now it's over Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And today, Thursday, Arsenal played Atalanta. Tough game, away game, Italy. Of course, we had 5 other games, and also yesterday, 6 games were played, including, of course, our biggest rivalry now that we're going to meet on Sunday, Manchester City. What a game this is going to be. They played yesterday, they drew to Inter, and today, Arsenal did the same thing. Man City played Inter at home. Inter Milan, I thought, played a great game, held City off. It was a good game to watch. Simeone was very, very good on the day, the manager for Inter Milan. Today, Arsenal played again Atalanta, and we went and played them where? In Italy. Before I go forward, we're going to talk about this game, and we're also going to talk about the rest of the games today and the results and what happened over the couple or 3 days now this week. But before we do so, please don't forget to subscribe, and like and share if you love the episode. Yes, Atalanta, first Champions League game for Arsenal this season. So we're going to start right away by talking about Arsenal, of course, and we're going to talk about the Atalanta game and what happened throughout the game. And prior to this game, going into this game, we all knew Martin Odegaard will be out. Mikel Arteta came out the day before yesterday, and unfortunately he said that the injury for Martin Odegaard is not something that is going to take a week or two. It's going to take longer than that. He damaged his ankle ligaments. That's what we're hearing. So hopefully he recovers soon. As we saw today, if you saw the game, Arsenal did not look good without Martin Odegaard. Did not look creative. Even Bukayo Saka didn't look comfortable enough without Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard and Saka during the game, you could see a lot of pass exchange between the both of them and pass and move. So he wasn't there, Odegaard, and Saka was not at his best. So, of course, it was very noticeable how we missed Martin Odegaard today. So let's go and talk about how Arsenal started this game. We started, of course, with David Raya, and again, he continues to impress. You know, before we go forward, we have to stop and talk about this young man because today I have seen one of the best saves I've ever seen for Arsenal Football Club. Not the penalty save. You know, there's a lot of goalkeepers that save penalties, but the follow-up. For him to stand strong and to get back up and to jump and clear that ball off of the line after he already saved the penalty and, you know, after a very good header from the Atalanta player. But David Raya said no, and he kept a clean sheet for Arsenal today. And he was the reason we did not lose that game. So man of the match for me, also playing out of the back. He controlled the game. He was more of the Martin Odegaard of Arsenal today, playing out of the back. So what a game by David Raya. Of course, in front of him to the right, we had Ben White starting in his position, keeping in his position, playing well in his position as always. Jurriën Timber was the left back, and we saw that last time out. Also, he did great, continues to do great, of course. And of course, the two center backs, I think the best partnership in the world right now because there's nobody else like Gabriel and William Saliba. And what they both do during the game, the intelligence that they both have, the combination plays, the awareness, and of course, on top of all that, their defensive duties. They're both incredible, and they both are Class A players. And I think that because of them, Arsenal are not conceding anything, basically. And of course, behind them, there's David Raya. So that combination is lethal for us, and it's working really well. 1 goal conceded the Premier League, and that's about it. Nothing today, Champions League. Let's go to midfield. Of course, Martin Odegaard was absent. As we all know, we just talked about his, unfortunately now, extensive injury. In the middle, Kai Havertz took that place of Martin Odegaard, and Declan Rice still supported him with Thomas Partey, which is, of course, that is the partnership we want to see. We did not see Declan Rice, of course, when we beat Tottenham over the weekend because he had that red card, that ridiculous red card. and he couldn't play or couldn't feature. But today he did in front of Atalanta. I didn't really see him do much. I'm not sure also because of that Martin Odegaard not there, maybe he had to change and he had to do, a job that he didn't do before. Again, not an excuse for Declan Rice. He should have done better today. I did not see him creative enough, to be honest. He was, putting in the effort, trying to get all over the place, but misplaced passes a whole lot. I mean, believe it or not, at some point, our ball possession was more than Atalanta, but passes almost equal because their passing accuracy percentage was much higher than our passing accuracy percentage. Also up front, let's go to up front now and talk about the three up front. We had Gabby Jesus. He captained Arsenal on the day. To the right, we had Bukayo Saka, and to the left, Martinelli, obviously. Now, you would ask me, wouldn't you rather see Trossard start? Absolutely. I would definitely start Trossard throughout the middle, and we saw that happening the second half. He came in, he was lively. Arsenal changed because of him and his link play. He was back and front, box to box, trying to link Arsenal play from the back to the front, defended and did a great job as a midfielder. So I would have rather seen him earlier and starting the game. But Gabby Jesus started through the middle. And I want to stop and talk about Gabby Jesus for a second. I just haven't seen anything for Gabriel Jesus to make me stick with him as the right choice for number 9 at Arsenal Football Club right now. Today we saw him. He can't stop the ball. He can't hold the ball. He can't make the right pass. He doesn't make the right runs. He always bumps into a defender and then falls. So I don't know if he had a couple of touches today or earlier today that were legit. Couple, 2-3 touches. But you expect much more from a number 9. I mean, first half, I don't know how many shots we had on goal. I just didn't see a whole lot. It was very minimal. His movement was very minimal. And again, we saw Bukayo Saka also not as creative as Bukayo Saka was in Premier League games. He played 4 games, 4 assists. Today, again, we did not see Bukayo Saka. So, Gabriel Jesus, question mark. Big question mark. If we're competing to win the Premier League, I mean, even Jamie Vardy scored more for Leicester. We just have to find a prolific goal scorer. We have to find someone that scores in every game, or tries at least to score in every game, or try to hold the ball up. Try to participate. I mean, as a captain today, you see or you look at Gabriel Jesus's contribution, and it's very close to 0, right? And that's nothing you see from an Arsenal number 9 or an Arsenal captain. So maybe it's time to move. Leave your thoughts in the comment here. Who do you want to see in the number 9 shirt for Arsenal? Do you think Gabby Jesus' days are over? Or do you think maybe he's going to prove us wrong and come back and participate and win us a Premier League or something? I don't know. We gave him so many chances, but again, it's just nothing for me. I can't live with his reputation out of City and out of what he's done in the past for other clubs. I want to see what he did or what he's done for Arsenal. When I look into that, I just don't find a whole lot. Anywho, again, tough game. First Champions League game. So I don't know if I should or I want to be critical of Arsenal's performance today. But overall, we have to be honest and truthful. That was not a game I really enjoyed. As a fan or even as a neutral, someone that's watching, there was not a whole lot from Arsenal. Our beautiful football wasn't there today. And again, maybe you link that to Odegaard or not, but it's simple. Football is very simple. It's pass and move. We did that once or twice. We were able to come close to the goal. And you could see it, that we have the players and those intricate passes on top of the 18 and the give and go, but we didn't do a whole lot of that. So I didn't see pretty football from Arsenal today, unfortunately, and I wasn't expecting them to score at any given point. Martinelli was very poor on the day also. Didn't do a whole lot. Again, Saka went out. Raheem Sterling came in as a substitute, looked lost. I didn't know where he was going or coming from. He was trying. To me, on the day, I saw an impressive, of course, Gabriel and Saliba and Willow in the back. They were both impressive. Timber did good, and Ben White did good. And David Raya, of course, man of the match. So we had great defense in the back. which is, great and everything to keep a clean sheet. But going forward, I thought Kai Havertz worked hard, but Declan Rice was off his game. Thomas Partey, couple of, missing passes here and there, and he took him out early also, 57 minutes or so. There was a double substitute. So the two substitutes were Jorginho and Trossard coming in for Gabriel Jesus and Thomas Partey. Now, I didn't want to see Thomas Partey go. I didn't think he should go. I thought Martinelli would be the one leaving with Gabi Jesus because Gabi Jesus didn't do nothing. But Mikel Arteta decided to take Partey. Maybe he rests him or he's resting him for the Sunday game, of course, the Manchester City game. I don't know. But Trossard came, did a great job. Of course, Jorginho came in, passed back or passed to the side. I don't know if he's a player also that would play in a Champions League game if I'm trying to win. We did not look like we wanted to win the game today. Even the last second of the game, we held on too long to the ball, didn't send it in the box. The last second, and the referee blew his whistle. And that was it for Arsenal and Atalanta. It was a 0-0 game. Again, you can watch the game. It wasn't that great. It was more of a conservative, boring game. Let's keep the result 0-0. More like that. However, we're done with that. No harm, no foul. Of course, it's a point. We would like to get all three, but it's an away game in Italy. Atalanta, great team. It is what it is. Let's not be critical. It's the first Champions League game. But with that said, we're going to leave Arsenal. And of course, before we leave Arsenal, we're going to leave Champions League Arsenal. We have to turn our heads to that important Sunday. I don't know how much can I emphasize the importance of Sunday's game. That's why I'm not really too worried about Atalanta. We did not lose, which was great. Thank you, David Raya. Saved a great penalty, like I said. Hopefully on Sunday, we show up and we win this game. Yes, hopefully we can win this game, make up for this. Or at least draw, get a draw from City. But losing that game is not an option. So hopefully we go there Sunday and we make it happen. Now, that was Arsenal Champions League. Talked a little bit about City's game and, of course, how important that is. We all know that. Let's go and see what happened today with the rest of the Champions League games. So I'm going to start first by Bayer Leverkusen. They played one of the early games. They played Feyenoord, a team from the Netherlands. They played in the Netherlands, not home. They played away at Feyenoord, or Feyenoord's stadium, and they were able to beat them 4-0. Yes, Bayer Leverkusen, first game of the day, or one of the two games that started earlier today, 9:45. The other game was Zvezda, Crvena Zvezda, played Benfica, and they lost at Zvezda's home. They lost 2-1 to Benfica. Great start for Xabi Alonso and his Bayer Leverkusen. They won the Bundesliga last year without losing a single game. And those two were the two games that were played earlier today. Next, we're going to talk about Monaco-Barcelona, the Catalan Giants. Barcelona went to France, to Monaco, and they played Monaco, and they lost 2-1. Yes, red card early for Barcelona. I saw Barcelona doing this a lot lately, where the last defender think he could just foul someone, or foul, the attacker of the other team, the last defender, and not get a red card. Of course, it was a clear and obvious error and a clear and obvious red card because he prevented a goal-scoring opportunity. So that game, 2-1 Monaco. Balogun, the ex-Arsenal player, plays for Monaco. He got a penalty kick, but they took it away from him. I thought it was crazy because it was a penalty kick, but he played a very, very good game. Sorry, Barcelona and Hansi Flick. Not sorry, really. I think they deserved it. I think Monaco were too quick for them. Even Hansi Flick himself after the game was like, wow, they were too fast. They go visit Villarreal on Sunday. Also, they have an important game. They've been doing very, very good in La Liga. Won every game, so we'll see how they do with Villarreal, but was not a good game for them, and it was a loss to start their 24-25 Champions League campaign. It's not like Barcelona, that is. Next, we're going to go to Brest. They played Sturm Graz, and Brest is a French club, or the second French club that won today. Congratulations, Thierry Henry was very happy about that earlier, that the two French club won. Brest, actually, this is the first ever Champions League participation for them, and they too won 2-1 over Storm Graz. Next, we go to Spain, Atletico Madrid. You know, Atletico Madrid is one of those teams that has a very good manager, of course, in Simeone, but they also have great players, and to me, one of those clubs that had the best signings last transfer window. So they brought in a lot of good players, a lot of great players to add to what they originally had, which is a lot of good players still. Today they played RB Leipzig. It was a very, very good game, but Atletico Madrid were able to do the same as Brest and Monaco and won 2-1. 4 2-1 games today. I don't know why Arsenal didn't win 2-1. Thank God we didn't lose 2-1. But yeah, it seems like 1, 2, 3, 4 games today, same results. 2-1. Atletico Madrid joined the 2-1 club and beat RB Leipzig. And the last game, of course, we talked about today, or the number 6 game, was Atalanta Arsenal, that ended 0-0. That was Champions League today. Again, all 6 games. Next for Arsenal will be PSG, October 1st. That's a Tuesday, and we'll play them at the Emirates, at home. Come on, you Gunners. Let's get that win from City on Sunday. It is very, very important this coming Sunday that we win this game. So hopefully we show up. We're very capable, and hopefully we snatch that win at the Etihad. I know it's a big ask. Trust me. I know years and years and years they haven't lost there, but anything can happen. Any football match, anytime. So hopefully we bring it this coming Sunday to City. Hopefully we beat them, and if not, we can come back with a point. I wouldn't be too sad about that. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, like, and share, and we'll see you next episode. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye now.